just found this on the beach. On PrimalAstrology.com. I'm the vulture, which is actually a pretty badass animal. But they call it's North America has been called the land of the feathered serpent. So. Many think great God will come from the sky, take away everything, and make everybody feel high. But if you know what life is worth, you will look for yours on earth. Now you see the light. Stand up for your right. Your right meaning you're God. See, many, after my Justice for All episode that I had filmed months ago, kind of freaked me out for a little bit, but like Christoph and Uncanny Deduction says, put it into the fractal of the ether net, whatever the fuck that this shit is. So yeah, we're kind of fracted, aren't we? Fraction. We've been fracted. To understand what is, just lies and lies and lies, especially with the spiritual shit. Like, it's all peace, namaste. But part of it was sun gazing, right? So you got the sun, right? That's the light sun. And then you got the black sun. You got the light sun. And then you got the black hole sun. See that? My pupil? Same thing. That's the light side. That's the black hole side. Black hole side, light side. They say that Pisces, represented by water, represented by the two fish. Like I said in the last episode, I think I said it. Two fish, Pisces, Sermon on the Mount. One doubts, one believes. It just, and it multiplied. Doubt, belief, illusion, illusion, illusion. Water, they say primarily is represented by, even though the sun and the temperature, which the moon provides apparently temperature too, a cold light, but the sun and its temperature changes and everything animates everything, and gives that green algae and all that other crap energy. But yeah, we were in a lunar thing, Pisces. It's an illusion. That's why they landed on it. You notice that now we're in war, or is we don't crane the pain, but I was telling people before, war is coming. And one of the ways I knew it is because they were talking so much about Mars. And the way you arrive on Mars is you address the passion and your warlike nature within you, and it's fine. You don't get caught up in the illusions, the Pisces, the doubt and belief of good. What did I want to say about the good people? One of the illusions is women and the so-called good people have played so many freaking tricks, and they're cowards. I mean, it's one thing for a woman to be cowardly, but I mean, most men, our type, have suffered quite a bit because just we are what we are. They punished us for everything great about us. But they did so in the most indirect way freaking possible. And one of the ways they were able to do that is because you're just born in just fucking bullshit. And then, uncovering it and whatnot. And then you try to tell everyone, the greatness within you, Just whoa. What they are still not willing to even consider, because they would have to drop it, which we still have to drop more too, because everything is changing, and we've still been under illusion, like I said. Oh, with the sun gazing, right? I know I'm all over the place, but just let it flow. The sun gazing can make you aware of the depth, like Nietzsche said, staring into the abyss, because it is a feedback loop, or like Christoph in Uncanny Deductions calls it, a fractal. I mean, I'll call it a feedback loop because that's ultimately, I think, the best way to describe all the ages is it's the black hole, your pupil, and then the light hole, black hole, light hole. It's feedback loop. And I don't want to be fracted anymore. But staring in there is like staring into the abyss. It makes you aware. But I often wondered why me? You know, why am I so different? And there's a lot of reasons, but I spent a lot of time, especially when I lived with my dad, in the water and spearfishing, and just fucking hours and hours. Most of the waking, a lot of days, most of the waking day, in the water, facing down, looking at the reef and the fucking fish. And this inlet is freaking beautiful, by the way. But I had the sun on my back, and that's like when I was like the healthiest. It's funny how like everyone else, like say in the family, demonized him because like, oh, he just let you do drugs and all that shit. He just let me do whatever I wanted, and he actually promoted health. And the things that made me unhealthy was just the bullshit, the so-called good, and all the shame and the restriction. And I think a lot of, like I said, I'm by the inlet, so I'm just letting this shit flow. Say there's cameras over there, and there's another beach access south of here. There's a vibrational thing, it's like don't touch, and it has solar panels. And I think, like Danny said, the IP address hidden, whatever, I'll get to that. But we're being watched by something, and it's all around us, actually. It's the game. And the game is feminine. I'll get to that. But it's primarily more like the cameras and all this these cameras everywhere, and the good and the morals and all these rules, all these illusions. The cameras is just to keep you just stiff. That's what it's really about. To keep you stiff and not moving. See, everything, especially the good, has been set up to keep God from here, to keep God from appearing. Especially those who claim that they worship God and they love God and all that shit. They are the biggest offenders, and you can't tell them. I mean, you could try. I'm fuck that all that shit. They get what they deserve. Like Uncanny said recently. They're leaders. They're wishy-washy leaders who can't take responsibility for anything or move anything really forward. It's just a representation of them. And they're terrified of life. Everything has been holy. See, that's one of the things I want to get at. Is I've been there, and I've said this before in some videos, is the so-called good people, the cowardly people, have punished you for what's great about you. And they've done it in the most cowardly way possible. Treating you different, whatever. And also just raising you to be a fucking idiot like them. A good idiot. Be a good little idiot and just shut up, produce, do what you're told, don't question. And nothing ever gets done, really. I mean, it's like, okay, comfort. It's feminine, comfort. But nothing, humanity's been in a rut. We have not been moving forward. If anything, we've been moving backwards. women, Nietzsche said in Thus Spoke Zarathustra, he, one of the things he said to a woman was, woman must find a surface for her depth. And in Good and Evil, Beyond Good and Evil, he said, often men have fallen in love with a woman and thought to her to be profound. Why? Because one can never fathom a woman's depth. A woman is not even shallow. See, there is no such thing as really as woman. Man, truth is like, okay, objective, move forward. It's the penis. Boom. And when the dude is in the fucking chick, he's actually in her domain, which is life, which is blah. And we've been in Pisces. It's just been all over the fucking place. But woman does not see truth. She just feel like, oh shit, like I might get in trouble. Oh, I'm gonna tell them what I feel they would want to feel to be the truth, And I mean, that's look at the political system, the justice for all. It doesn't make any sense. Just like women don't make any freaking sense. It's all bullshit. And in the words of my dad, one of his favorite terms was, "Hey, cut the shit, girl." So I'm putting that in the fractal system right now, and the feedback loop or the Ethernet. Hey, cut the shit, girl. I'm here, right? And I'm fucking taking charge because we're moving from lunar to solar. And it's not going to be justice for all. It's going to be justice for me and my type, because my responsibility only is for other great ones, for other naturally noble type. We are the leaders. No more of this justice for all. All men are not equal. That's just foo-foo bull BS, feminine, fluffy, nice sounding crap. And that's one of the reasons why the Bible, the Bibble babble, right? That's why the main reason why I was debating even making this, because I'm like, well, I don't want to be like, feminine, but maybe there is something, start putting stuff back in the so-called fractal Ethernet thing. The Bibble babble. Feminine, blah 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 blah. Talk. That's all we ever do. Thomas Sheridan on his second Thomas Sheridan 2 channel on YouTube, he posted a video like 2 days ago, and the thumbnail was a dragon attacking a village with fire and everything, and the lady's yelling, and the knight's sitting down, and the knight's fat, and he's on his cell phone. He goes, "Don't worry, my lady, I'm signing another online petition." And I had commented for the thumbnail, I think we should talk about even more and more before he does the hasty thing of signing the online petition. Because that's all we ever, it's feminine. It's blah, 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 blah. Nothing moves forward. It's just, oh, everyone's equal, fluff, blah, blah, blah. Don't worry. God's going to come and take away everything. Take away everything. And then just make us all feel high. Yeah, guys. No, that's not what life is fucking worth, man. Fuck that shit. That's not just, it's just not the way it is. That's not the way God is. That's not the way life is. That's not the way any of it works. So with the Bibble babble, right? We have not been whole. We've been holy. See? When you put an E at the end, that means it's feminine. The Bibble babble, blah, 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 holy, feminine. That's why so much of the Bible, it's just like a woman's words. You can't take a lot of, some of it is like precise, and it's like feminine, has that ability every once in a while to like make the most. And I learned this from Nietzsche. Is I think he said in Beyond Good and Evil is a woman in chapter 7, I think. Woman has the ability to every once in a while just crystallize. It speaks through her, and just the most potent expressions can be expressed to move, to inspire things. maybe man does too. Maybe I'm giving a woman too much fucking credit, but the fuck was I getting at? Yeah, so there's certain things in the Bible, like I'm saying, like the Sermon on the Mount, the Pisces, the breaking up of illusions and the belief and disbelief and all that stuff, and that's what we're in. But then the Christ said, I'm going though from the Pisces to the Father, to the masculine, which is the age that we would be going to. Air, the Father, the light hole. And then on the other side of the light hole, what powers that light hole is a black hole, which is it's you. That's the way the fractal freaking works, or what Christoph calls it. But one of the other things I want to get at, I figured out what 666, or take it, leave it, I don't care. So 666 in threes. That's, the Hebrews, they've been the ones in charge. They like to do all crap in threes. So that's a trademark, 666. And what they did is, out of all the numbers, 1 through 9, right? 1 is beginning. If you were to give God a number, it wouldn't be 7. That's just a lie, because we've been in illusions. Women lie. That's just the natural thing. I mean, men lie too, but it's more natural for a woman. So it wouldn't be 7. No. The all is the all, which is me, you, whatever. It's everything. So it's 9. So what they did is they flipped God on its head. That's why everything's been in reverse. We've been in reverse world, quit being a pussy, grow a pair of balls. Wrong. That's wrong. It's the reverse. It's, because balls are sensitive, so quit being a sensitive ball and grow a pussy, because pussies can take beatings, right? Yeah, everything has been in reverse. And we still have to let go. So even like, say, with the spiritual sun gazing and shit, yeah, it's got its time and place. That's just one example, but having the sun on your back to project what's in front of you can, like, I just had this epiphany like a half hour ago, like, can lead to very healthy feeling of being. And I'm really glad that Matt, in one of his recent videos, talking about making notes on what do you want. And so one of the things, like, say with the sun gazing, Quasi-Luminous was one of the first ones that brought it up. Which, by the way, he's from Hebrew background. Surprise, surprise, right? Which makes sense with the blood, right? Because there's bloodthirsty, jealous freaking God, right? And like with the whole Planned Parenthood or whatever, which kind of like a mercy killing when you think about it, because the schools, when you got the boom boom, that's just a metaphor for what's happening to every kid. I mean, they're being it's just weird. And with the sacrificing to the sun, like they say they used to sacrifice kids, the Aztecs and all that stuff, to the sun. I was thinking about it, it's kind of like, because kids, like, if they're not molded into freaking idiots, their imagination can make weird stuff happen here. Our imagination can do it. All is a tone. And that's one of the things Thomas Sheridan said recently, is like, we are like in a mystical age now, and we're just waking up, which means that we have to let go. Even us, we got to let go of the way we think, there's reasons and all, it's just, it's the bibble babble of the holy, the feminine, the everything we were taught was not useful stuff, really. It was to make us usable. That's the thing. Oh, that's one of the main things I want to get at. The man, when he is in the woman, he's in the woman's the main. We are on Mother Earth. This is the master game. Now, I've experienced it a lot. I mean, I have every right to hate, to, bash the feminine, because it's just been nothing but fucking bullshit. I've had little much of the caring aspect of it when she feels like doing it. It's been nothing but fucking shit tests. But I'm not holding a grudge because I see it for what it is. I am tried and true. I am taking charge. I better get the best fucking shit that I want. Me. Bringing heaven on earth for the benefit of me. Not like Quasi-Lumina said. Not, I'm bringing forth heaven on earth for the benefit of all. Fuck that. Most of these people need to be recycled. Their energy needs to be recycled. Yep. Flowing. Like, just letting it flow. With the high noon tide. Like in Thus Spoke Zarathustra. So, women, when they're talking, so this is one of Dr. Christopher S. Hyatt's books, which I think is the first one maybe I ever read, was The Master Game. Life is the master game. Women, say, if you're a dude, if you're interested in chick, they all say the same shit. They'll say, I'm not like most chicks. I don't play games. No. They all play games. Because they are the game. And when the man is in the woman, he is in her domain. He is in the game. We're in the game. The critics don't matter, which is most people, the cowardly type. It's just us. And it's like, do we choose it or not? We're just the players. Whether we chose it or not doesn't matter, really. I mean, it matters if we choose it now. We have to just acknowledge, okay, we are a player here. And we are one of the natural leaders. We're in the game, and we will engage with it. None of this holy stuff anymore. We need to be whole, especially us men. We need to be whole, not holy, right? And the holy has been a hole in the ground, kind of like a vagina, right? And Nietzsche called his devil, his arch enemy, the spirit of gravity, right? Bringing everything down into the hole, into grave, right? And women will fucking bury your ass too, man. Especially with their words. I mean, the bibble babble holy was, and all the other crap you're told was to make you useful, to make you a slave. That's like Danny Mindley with his, the video he was able to post with the whole mutilation. Of the men, I think, I'm glad that, I don't know if you can see that water. It's freaking awesome. I don't know, if you can tell, but, I don't have that kind of vibe, because that didn't happen to me. The favorable forces of be, when I was a child, made sure that didn't happen. I also got the big vibe energy, so anyways, so we need to become whole, not holy. Screw all the bibble babble. We gotta let go, and let go of logic and reason and all that stuff. And see, justice for all. No. There needs to be movement forward, which, say, concept of kings and whatnot. One of the benefits of that. See, these people today don't deserve kings. We need to bring what's new. Healthy selfishness it's like the masculine, it brings everything kind of to a point and to a direction. Boom. We need to get out of this rut. We need to get out of this hole, this grave. And even now, you know what? I'm gonna just kind of conclude on this guy right here. Can't zoom in, damn it. This guy flying in the air. Learning to fly. Something. Yeah, Pink Floyd song. Okay.